This is the Sony 90mm macro in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
What's up, guys? Just want to talk to you today about the lens I use, how I got some of these shots, and kind of the problems that I ran into along the way, just to help you guys out. Like I said, I'm using the Sony 90mm macro lens that I rented from lensrental.com. It was a super easy process. I've rented from them before. I can make another video if you guys want. But I want to talk to you today about 3 of the shots that I got and kind of how I got them. And number 1 is going to be the fish tank shot. Number 2 is going to be the snow shot with the Monster Energy drink. And number 3 is going to be the ink in the water. So by far the hardest shot that I had to do was anything related to the fish tank. I was able to get a fish tank from my local Petsmart for $19. I picked up a brush just to clean it at the store as well. And those are the 2 items that I bought, was the fish tank and the brush. When I got home, the first thing I did was wash out the fish tank. After I cleaned the fish tank, I got my scene ready. So I knew I wanted a black backdrop, and so I was using a V-flat foldable black backdrop in the kitchen. And what I did for the kitchen island, which was white, is I put a black bed sheet over it. Most of these shots were shot in 120 frames per second, and because of that, I needed a lot of light. I actually followed what Daniel Schiffer did in his video, lighting and backdrop wise. So I didn't use the same lights, but I used the lighting tactic. I put a Nanlite 300D overhead, and that was pretty much on 100%. I had 2 panel GVM, or Great Video Maker lights, on the side, and 1 Nanlite Pavotube light in the front. And when I put my camera up to the fish tank, you could see the reflection, and what Daniel Schiffer said to do was cut out a black board or piece of paper and put it over your camera so it doesn't reflect in the glass. And so that's what I did, and you can see in the video. After that, I pretty much just let the water sit for a bit and let all the bubbles get out. And you're gonna have a ton of bubbles, and so what I recommend is buying a squeegee and or just having a pad to wipe the inside of the tank. And so after I squeegeed and wiped the inside of the tank, the bubbles were gone and it was pretty much good to go. And so the next step was making sure the background was just right. You don't want too much light spilling on the background because you'll see it. You want it to be pitch black, and for this reason, I was able to put my black camera bag on the left side of the fish tank, just outside of the lens, and I was able to put another black sheet of paper on the right side. So I put them to where you can barely see it, if not. And so this cut out a bunch of spill from the lights in the fish tank on the backdrop, which made it a lot darker so you don't see it anymore. And once I had that, that was pretty much my shot. I was able to drop drinks in there. I mean, obviously, once you drop a drink, water's gonna be splashing everywhere, creating bubbles. And so I highly recommend dropping your drink or whatever product that you have in and then waiting a little bit. I obviously didn't do that. I was just dropping and dropping and dropping, trying to get the label to come down in slow motion. And that's pretty much it for the drink video. Now for the ink video, I contemplated many different options. My first option was gonna be food coloring, but after going through YouTube and seeing that food coloring just doesn't work that well, I ran across a video, I can't remember the guy's name, but he recommended acrylic ink. So I have the green acrylic ink here and the orange acrylic ink. I bought these from Michael's, like the art supply store in Houston. And the brand that I actually got was Liquitex. And what I liked about Liquitex is it has this dropper on it already. So a lot of them you buy the container, which is just the liquid. This one actually has a dropper. So what I did for this is I got a full dropper's worth, put it right above the water, and when the time came up, I just squirted in the water, and that's how you got the explosion. Finally, for the Monster Energy drink video that I did, I wanted to replicate snow or frost, snow, whatever. And so another thing that I saw on YouTube was using sugar as snow. And so what you see in the video is actually me just pouring sugar on top of this can. That's pretty much all I used to get this shot. And so those were the 3 products that I wanted to tell you about today. I hope if you do this project that it helps you out a little bit, but that's pretty much it. See you guys.